Uh, uh, you know what I'm saying? No, you guys like the last video we did from this channel, the Sweden one. So it's a check out more videos from this channel. I saw $17 billion. Bro, that figure alone made me want to check out this video. If this is not the most diabolical, cynical, intelligent man that I've ever covered on this channel, bro, I have to change my name. $17 billion drug lord. Let's go, bro. We don't have to talk about anything. Hit the like button, jump in the comments, subscribe. EP out now, music video out now. Check them out. Let's go.
His syndicate is enormously wealthy, disciplined, and sophisticated.
Wow.
He allegedly made billions per year, flooding entire countries with his products. This allowed him to live a lavish life, full of opulence and luxury. He made so much money that he once lost 66 million in one night at the casino and wasn't even bothered about it. Certain media outlets have said that he was a bigger player than El Chapo and Pablo Escobar.
So man, them should we like just say, yo, fuck YouTube? Basically, like, shit, I might get in trouble for cursing this early in the video, but I don't care, bro. Should we just say fuck YouTube and just go live a life of crime? Bro, when I see these numbers, bro, I'm like, why am I even trying? Why do I try to stay on the right path when the left path is so rewarding? Well, it's not so rewarding, but like, yeah, bro, I would love to gamble at least 1 million. Jesus, like, what? God don't love me. All right, bro. Yeah, all right, bro. I guess I'm not God's favorite.
If that's all true, what was he doing alone at an airport in the Netherlands? This is the story of CASHAPP. CASHAPP was born in 1963 in the Chinese city of Guangzhou. Later on, Tse moved from Guangzhou to Hong Kong, where he would become part of the triad called Big Circle Boys, or the Big Circle Gang. A triad once formed by former members of the Red Guards, a paramilitary group established by Mao Zedong. The name Big Circle Gang allegedly came from a circle drawing on a map that indicated in which part of China they operated. The Big Circle Boys rapidly spread across Canadian cities, and in 1988, Tse followed suit at age 25 and moved to Canada as well. He started living in Toronto, and together with the gang, he focused on bringing in large shipments.
They went to Toronto with the machine, eh? You know the Toronto, man, they got the machine, fam. What you know about that, fam? What you know about the machines in Toronto, fam? Yeah, I'm working on my Toronto accent, fam. Don't play around, bro. Don't play around, blood. I'll slap man up, fam. Was that okay? Let me know. I try to work on my Toronto accent. Let me know.
Of heroin into the United States. In October 1997, CASHAPP's life took a drastic turn. He frequently travelled back to Hong Kong for business. Despite always operating under the radar, their business was growing so fast that they caught the eye of law enforcement in the United States. Tse and the rest of the gang were held responsible for the flood of heroin into the country. The authorities in Hong Kong arrested CASHAPP, as per request of the United States, and immediately extradited him. Tse was accused of large-scale drug smuggling in the United States, and all signs pointed towards him getting a life sentence. But then, totally unexpected, he managed to get sentenced to just 9 years in prison.
You know why? You know why guys get their sentences cut down, bro. We all know why. You know what I'm saying? Information is going all across the place. You know what I'm saying? We're not for ask, bro. We're not for ask, bro.
Tse had said in court that he had learned his lesson and deeply regretted his actions. He shared his future plans that he wanted to open a restaurant and stay on the right side of the law again for the rest of his life. He also went on to say that he had to take care of his elderly parents and a sick child.
I was gonna say stop the cap, but I'm sure he does want to take care of his elderly parents and children. But stay on the legal path for the rest of his life? Come on, Judge. Come on, Judge. You should have looked at him and be like, the rest of your life, though? You sure? Like, bro, you made a lot of money doing this, you know? You know? But maybe, you know, the judge got what she wanted or what he wanted from the case, so fine.
Thus could not afford to be in jail for life and begged for a lenient sentence. Wow. Whether he spoke the truth or not, it most definitely helped him with the sentencing.
Ah,
9
of
years
course.
for such large drug smuggling in the United States is unheard of.
Wow.
If he truly regretted his
He got less than the minimum. How can you get less than the minimum? They're breaking rules. This guy gave so much information that they broke rules for his sentencing. Man, I for ask, bro. I know he snitched on somebody, bro. Had to. He had to. Bro, there's no way you get less than the minimum required time for a charge and you didn't snitch on anybody, bro. No, bro, that's ridiculous.
actions were very questionable. After serving 9 years, Tse was released in 2006 from the federal prison in Elkton, Ohio. He returned released his actions drug smuggling in the infinitely for a lenient parents and a sick
The case was in 1998, right?
child, thus could launch large trends were very questionable. After serving 9 years, Tse was released in 2006 from the federal prison in Elkton, Ohio. He returns to Canada where he served another 4 years of supervised probation with regular check-ins and other mandatory rules he had to follow. Tse followed all the rules and seemed to be on the right path again. A year after he finished his supervised probation, Tse registered a new company in Hong Kong under his wife's name in 2011. The company was named China Peace Investment Group Company Limited.
Oh, God.
The China Peace Investment Group was supposed to be a group of investors who would invest their funds into real estate, the financial markets, and more mainly Hong Kong.
Yeah, you see that? The criminal them, they're making investing in real estate very hard for regular people, bro. If you're a regular person, you have to go through 1,000,001 rings and obstacles just to even buy a house, bro. Just so the man them can confirm that you made that money legally. It's crazy. And then don't even talk about how them washing them money through cryptocurrencies and stock markets and but you know what I'm saying? Like the housing thing, I can definitely hear that. Because they gave me a problem with my house in Jamaica.
However, the American DEA discovered something completely different. The company was nothing more than a cover-up. They had discovered that Tse was involved in smuggling again, and interestingly enough, he did not pick up where he left off in 1997. He became much bigger than before. So much for learning his lesson. Tse became the head of his own syndicate and managed to create an alliance with several other different Chinese triads, such as the 14K, Wung Xing Wu, and Sun Yi On, the different Chinese triads, such as the 14K, Wung Xing Wu, and Sun Yi On. All these triads essentially worked for Tse. His syndicate stood at the top of it all. It is said that he even managed to reconcile between notorious rival triads, showing them that working together would be more beneficial than staying each other's enemies.
Bro, this nigga is the crime world messiah, bro. This guy is unifying everybody, making everybody richer, giving us new ways how to smuggle. Bro, this guy is the trap Jesus. No, he came to save the day.
Tse's organization became known as the Sam Gore Syndicate, or the Company. Tse knew that operating in absolute silence was the best. Feuds led to unwanted attention, and attention was bad for business.
Yeah.
He made them realize that the pie was big enough for everyone to make a lot of money.
Exactly.
And he was not wrong. Tse's organization sold
Bro, Say have sense, bro. Say knows what he's talking about, bro. If we had more Says in the world would be a better place.
heroin and ketamine by the masses. Although his
Alright, not like that. Not like that. Because there's flood in the streets with drugs. I don't mean like that. I mean in terms of bringing people together for a common goal. Even if it is selling drugs.
real moneymaker had always been the highly addictive drug meth. His preferred method of smuggling was always between packets of tea. Part of him becoming such a big player was his professional business model. Tse's production line might be a prime example of how to produce high-quality drugs on a large scale. Hidden in the valley of Myanmar's Shan state, in the heart of Southeast Asia's Golden Triangle, the syndicates produced high-quality amphetamine in so-called super labs. Perfectly set up labs that ensured maximum efficiency to produce as fast and as much as possible. Another compelling fact about his business model is that he guaranteed free replacements at no extra cost or deposits. If one of his deliveries was intercepted by police, customs, or if a shipment had gotten stolen with proof, this offer was irresistible and brought in a lot of buyers. though this policy would also bring him in trouble.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it said stolen with proof. 'Cause I was going to be like, I would just tell you that I lost the pack and just keep getting reimbursed for the pack. But they said, no, you have to show proof. Alright, cool. Alright, cool.
It put him on the radar of the police without having a clue. Tse was flooding the Australian market with his drugs. In 2011, Australian police officers arrested a group of Australians importing heroin and meth into the country.
Damn.
It was only a small bust, so police decided not to arrest them and instead put them under surveillance, tapping their phones and tracking their moves, in the hopes of finding clues that led them higher up the ladder.
That's the thing though, bro. If you get caught on a big bust and you don't get charged, you don't feel like, say, they're now watching you? Or like, I'm sure you've been thought that, but surely you do something different now. What you mean after they let you start tapping their phones, bro? Why don't you get a new phone? Change up the phones. Consistently change your phones. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? I need more explanation than this, bro. I don't like getting led to these cliffhangers like this, bro.
The group's shipments kept getting intercepted, which led to them constantly asking for replacement shipments from the syndicate. Even though the policy was still in place, the syndicate got fed up with this group, as many other Australian shipments went fine. In 2013, the leader of the Australian group was summoned to Hong Kong to explain himself. Australian police informed their Hong Kong counterparts of this man who they were observing. Hong Kong police took over the surveillance and spotted the man meeting up with none other than Tse Shi Lop himself. This put him immediately on the radar of Hong Kong authorities. Why did he meet with an Australian drug smuggler? They started observing Tse and saw he was a big spender, living in luxury, moving with an army of personal security often made up of at least 8 professional Thai kickboxers who were often rotated as part of his safety protocol. It is important to note that at this—
Wow! So they don't even keep the same security guards? Bro, that's how on point this guy is. But also not on point. But I mean, if you're making so much money, you have to spend it. You know what I mean? I was going to say, him buying all of these cars and houses, that's kind of bringing the same attention that maybe a war would have brought. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be like, who is this guy buying all of this shit? I don't know what company he built from the ground up. I don't know what invention he made and sold and patented for billions of dollars. He didn't do that. People are going to question, how is this man spending all of this money? Who is he? And where is he from? Where did he get this money? You know what I'm saying? So spending is just as much as an attention grabber as violence. You know what I'm saying? So just because he wasn't violent and him feel like, oh, violence brings attention, bro, your expensive lifestyle brings attention. So like, you have to pick and choose, bro.
At this point, Tse Shi Lop was totally unknown to them, and Hong Kong authorities did not know about the magnitude of his business. He would go on to host lavish birthday parties each year at expensive resorts and 5-star hotels, flying his family and entourage over in private jets. He once brought his family and entire entourage over to Thailand for a full month in a luxury resort. Tse could always be seen working though, often on his phone texting and calling, giving orders. If there's anything that Tse loved more than living in luxury, it was gambling. You've probably heard of the term high roller before. Tse Shi Lop was the true definition of a high roller. He would frequently go on gambling sprees, where he would not be betting thousands or tens of thousands for that matter. Tse betted millions upon millions. An investigator said that he observed Tse losing $66 million in one night on the tables in Macau.
Insane.
$66 million in one night. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
If one is capable of losing 66 million in a night and not be too bothered, there's plenty of reason for more investigation. Who was this man? And how did he become so rich? Investigators doubled down and were determined to find out who exactly this ultra-rich mystery man was. After many more observations, police suspected Tse Shi Lop of being a major trafficker of meth and heroin, as well as ecstasy into the United States and Australia, among other countries.
Wow.
Though they still had yet to realize the entire scope of his organization. In the morning of the 15th of November 2016, Kai Zheng was on his way back home to Taiwan. While walking through the Myanmar airport, Kai seemed nervous. alert and kept picking at his blistered hands. His entire demeanour aroused suspicion. It led to Kai being stopped and searched. Police found 80 grams of ketamine on him, taped to his thighs. His hands were bad.
Wait. So he didn't even... You know, I thought it was a thing where he swallowed the pack to conceal it, and, you know, the pack burst inside of him and now he's gonna die because... You know, bro, I watch a lot of Narcos, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it was just taped to his leg. If you just walked regularly and just go home, like left, right, left, like you didn't do that. Like, what you mean? He was what? I don't understand. Like, yes, I get it. You have, you know, pounds of drugs on you in the airport, so you're nervous, but nobody else knows that yet. You're the only person that knows. Breathe, calm down, and walk. Put the left foot in front of the right foot, in front of the left foot, in front of the right foot. Simple, bro. What do you mean? You see what I mean by I need some clarification? I need some CCTV footage of what the fuck this guy was doing. I don't believe that he was just acting a fool randomly in the airport. I feel like they knew he was coming.
Police found 80 grams of ketamine on him, taped to his
80
thighs.
grams.
His hands were bad.
Sorry, I said pounds. It was grams. My bad.
Because he had been handling drugs. These drugs are very toxic, an official said. Despite being tipped by the DEA about Kai, airport police said they were lucky to catch Kai. He basically snitched on himself by being so nervous. Kai refused to speak, and police decided to go through his phone. On his phone, they found a video of a crying man that was tied up, surrounded by 3 members of a triad who did some unfriendly things to him, so to say. The man in question allegedly threw 300 kilos of meth overboard from a boat because he thought a law enforcement boat was nearing in. The video was sent to people like Kai as a reminder not to play stupid games or be disloyal. Kai did not have just one phone in his possession though, he had another one.
But honestly though, like, if I'm carrying cargo on my ship, and if I get caught with certain cargo, they're going to hold me responsible. Bro, I'm chucking your drugs off of my boat. What do you mean? This is not my drugs. So why should I bear the blunt of this? Are you going to bail me out? Are you going to get me out of jail? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little small fry down at the bottom, just delivering cargo. You don't care about me. So of course I'm gonna throw you 300 kilos off the side of the boat if I see a police boat coming. You see what I mean, bro? This is why I have to stay on YouTube. Because certain things just don't make sense. No, that's crazy. But if it's a thing where I can just tell the police, yo, you know, the cargo just get loads onto the boat, bro. I don't know what's in them. Then I can understand why you'd be upset. But if a random man is going to go to jail for 300 kilos, you must be mad.
This phone would be called an Aladdin's Cave of Intel by a police commander. The phone had incredible amounts of photos, videos, logs of phone conversations, and thousands of texts related to drug smuggling. After puzzling a lot of the content together, it led police to an address.
I was just about to say, bro, in 2024, bro, you, like, unless you are the world's #1 hacker, yeah, bro, like, they're going to track you, bro. The internet tracks everything.
In Yangon in Myanmar. An address where a company packaged loose-leaf Chinese tea. Remember how Tsei's syndicate preferred to smuggle their drugs? 2 days after Kai's arrest, Myanmar police decided to raid the address. They hit the jackpot. They found 622 kilograms of ketamine and 1,100 kilos of crystal meth, among other drugs. Kai was confronted with the news, yet still did not dare to speak. Meanwhile, police were still going through his phone meticulously. While looking through the pictures on his phone, an investigator suddenly jumped up. He noticed a familiar face in a picture. It was Tsei Shilop. He recognized his face after being involved in the observation of Tsei back in 2013. Kai's phone was later shared with law enforcement agencies all over the world, where Tsei might have smuggled his drugs to. Australian, Chinese, Japanese, and New Zealand police forces all took their turns on inspecting the content. They were able to tie large shipments to one group, the one Kai was working for. Prior to this revelation, they thought it was done by multiple groups. That wasn't the case. This was all CASHAPP Lop and his enormous organization. It was dubbed as a mega syndicate by a Chinese anti-narcotics agency. Further investigation showed that the epicenter of the syndicate's production shifted from China to Shan State in Myanmar in the last few years. China provided the syndicate with easy access to important ingredients, but not the freedom to produce on a large enough scale without law enforcement interference. Myanmar did provide the syndicate this freedom to produce without being bothered by law enforcement. Guarded by rebel groups, Tse's syndicate has the ultimate freedom to produce there. Materials and workers were picked up in high-end SUVs and brought to their facility. Everyone knew what was going on, though no one spoke on it, because doing so would bring you in serious danger, and you would not want to go against CASHAPP Lop. The Asia-Pacific retail market for meth is estimated to be worth $30.3 to $61.4 billion annually.
Wow.
With its costs being relatively low, no need for an extensive labor force, and high price per kilo, the revenues were unbelievably high. It is estimated by the UNODC, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, that he would produce 1 kilo in his Myanmar superlabs for approximately $1,800 per kilo. The average retail price per kilo in Thailand would be $70,000, $300,000 in Australia, and $588,000 in Japan. In Japan, that would mean a markup for over 300 times. If Tse lost 10 tons and just one shipment went through, he would still have made a huge profit. That's why he could offer those placements for lost shipments so easily. The UNODC further estimated that Tse's meth revenue alone was $8 billion a year in 2018, but could be as high as $18 billion. His syndicate would also have a 40% to 70%.
Bro, how do you not just like go missing after hitting the first billion? I guess when he got to that point, it's a part of the game for him then. That's what I'm thinking. He just fell in love with the game and the work and, you know, probably getting bigger and doing more stuff and pushing more and producing more and maybe. Cause bro, you can literally retire with this money, bro. Like when I say retire, meaning you can go missing for the rest of your life. Change your name, change everything. But maybe, no, cause I guess most of his money would be in cash. So him can't really, basically, bro, you're a billionaire, bro. You can figure that shit out. You don't have to be doing this shit no more.
% share of the entire wholesale market. The numbers are insane if you let that sink in. Experts have compared Tse's syndicates to Latin American cartels, suggesting it was just as big or sometimes even bigger. CASHAPP Lop is in the league of El Chapo or maybe Pablo Escobar, said Jeremy Douglas, Southeast Asia and Pacific representative for the United Nations Office on Drugs. The word kingpin often gets thrown around, but there is no doubt it applies here. Compared to Latin American cartels, Tse's syndicate operates transnational. It is enormously wealthy, well-disciplined, and sophisticated. As mentioned earlier, Tse did a very good job showing others that there was a lot of money to be made for everyone.
Yeah.
It also supplies a bigger, more dispersed drug market and collaborates with a diverse range of local crime groups, which causes less uncontrolled outbreaks. They function like a global corporation with seamless efficiency, an anti-drugs official said. The experts also compared the personas of, for example, El Chapo or Pablo Escobar to CASHAPP Lop. Where El Chapo and Pablo were very famous and extremely violent, Tse is discreet and unknown. What do you think? Is he bigger than El Chapo or Pablo Escobar? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Tse has had some struggle.
No, bigger. No, because I've never heard of him. I maybe saw something about him once before. I think, but like a video like this, and I've watched Narcos, bro. Narcos Colombia, you know what I'm saying? And they have Narcos Mexico. So, those guys have shows made about them. Does CASHAPP Lop have a show made about him? Maybe he does, I'm not sure. But I've never seen it, and I've never heard of it. I've never heard of him. So, no, I don't think he's bigger.
Struggles too. In February 2018, one of his super labs in Myanmar was raided by the police. More than 200,000 litres of chemicals were seized, as well as 10,000 kilograms of caffeine and 73,550 kilograms of sodium hydroxide, all substances needed for production. That same year, several senior members of his were arrested. In addition to these arrests, small labs that were used to experiment with new recipes were also raided. To make matters worse, the seizures of his shipments went up significantly too, while the prices of his drugs fell. But Tse would not be Tse if he would not come up with new ways to smuggle his drugs.
Of course.
He rerouted his deliveries and even started deploying hordes of Laotians who would carry 30 kilograms of drugs in a backpack across borders for him. However, the heat was on. Law enforcement in Australia went after Tse and wanted to arrest him as soon as possible. They were done with him flooding their country with his drugs.
Wow.
For years on end, they searched. Tse himself was aware that he was being hunted down and moved with precaution. That makes it all the more interesting that completely out of nowhere, the news broke that one of the world's biggest kingpins was arrested at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport in the Netherlands on the 22nd of January 2021.
You see what I mean? Is it a case where it was something that he did consistently and they never caught him, so he felt comfortable doing it? Or was it a slip up? Was it an accident? Like how, bro? You just said he was moving with so much precaution and then he gets caught in Amsterdam's biggest airport. Huh? That's not precautious. That's not cautious. I need to hear more, bro. I'm very confused at a lot of the things going on in this video and as to why it's happening. Like, what do you mean? He's a billionaire. Why is he at...
What was Tse, indeed one of the world's biggest kingpins, doing at Schiphol Airport as a regular passenger?
He's a billionaire,
Well,
by the way.
he wanted to catch a flight from Taiwan to Canada and had a layover in Amsterdam. Unfortunately for him, he would not make it to Canada anymore. Tse fought against being
Mr. 17 billionaire. You couldn't get somebody for build a plane for you? You couldn't build your own a plane? You couldn't... Bro, there's so many different ways to travel, bro. You don't have to... Bro, you're literally using the same mode of transport as me. Are you crazy? I would have to, go from... If I was going from Taiwan to Canada, I would have a layover in Amsterdam because I'm a regular person. You're not. You're a drug kingpin, a billionaire drug kingpin. You and I should be nowhere near the same vicinity. Certain things just don't make sense to me, I don't, bro, I can't understand. Can somebody explain to me why he was at that airport, please? Please, please, please. Just beg you, please.
extradited to Australia, but was still sent there in December 2022. Many questions arose when I read this. Why would he take this regular flight alone with a stopover? He should have had enough money and power to arrange a private jet, right?
Thank you.
Well, the answer to these questions, we will probably never know.
Okay.
After being arrested...
I thought he was going to say the answer to these questions are gonna be in my next video. Nigga said, the answer to these questions, we ain't gonna know. Nigga, I already know that. I already know that. What? Bro, I just went through a whole 10-minute monologue of how I don't understand. I know you're here telling me again how I'm not gonna understand. I'll punch you in the face, bro. Where's my ying? Where's my machete? I need to calm down. I'm getting violent. Let's finish the video.
Once and being let off easily, it seemed as if Tse was ready to double down on his efforts to become a major player in the drug business. He professionalized his business and made himself billions of dollars. Out of all the possible ways of his story ending, no one probably expected it to be at Schiphol Airport in the Netherlands, while he was getting ready for his layover to Canada.
But I want to hear, like, what's the case going on with? What's the charges? What the judge them must say? What the rate, like, which country is he getting charged in? Like, what's going on, man? I want to know. I want to know what turns you on. Sorry. You know me, bro. I always have to bring some type of music related something into my video. Because music just runs through my brain 24/7. But I like this video, I'm just very confused at a lot of the things that happen. The first guy, not first guy, but the other guy, the Kai guy, and they say he was dealing with the drugs. That's why he was picking at his hand, because the drugs are toxic and it eats away at your skin. Fine. fine. You know what I'm saying? But the kingpin getting caught at a random public massive airport, I don't understand it, bro. So if you can help me understand in the comments below, I would really love that. But I like this video though. $17 billion, that's a lot of money. And we got to understand how he did it. And he got caught before and decided, you know what? We need to come out and do it better now. You know what I'm saying? I'm back and I'm better. You know what I'm saying? This guy was Bryson Tiller before Bryson Tiller, bro. I'm telling you. So, hit the like button. Jump into the comments. Subscribe. Sorry, bro. My voice is so hoarse right now. I can't sing. But subscribe. You already know the deal, bro. Subscribe. Fuck you know. Like, comment, subscribe. EP out now. Music video out now. Check out the EP and the music video. Subscribe to the gaming channel. Kogency and I'm out. This motherfucker, man. First.